Good evening, passengers, and welcome to the first episode of Trademark's Trainwreck in the year 2022. Featured on Celestia Radio, all fandom, all the time. With me here tonight is RandomGreymane.
Hello.
Sherlock.
Oh, fuck, we're back. I enjoyed the break, but you had to start up again.
I had to. Stupidity doesn't rest, ever.
It is not our fault you can't outrun the train.
It's not. And we also have the fangirl with us.
I am not feeling my best. I am not sounding my best. So, if I disappear, no, it is only to hack up a lung. And no, I do not have the plague. I'm just sick.
Mm-hmm. Also, for tonight, I'm not sure for how long, we also have a guest with us, a longtime fan of Celestia Radio. You've probably heard her on a lot of voiceovers, a lot of songs that she personally does, song covers specifically on her channel over on YouTube. We are
a lot of voice work for fanfic readings.
Yes, we have StarryFlame with us.
New decade, who dis?
Welcome, StarryFlame, to the Trainwreck. Nice to have you with us. So, how have you been, Starry?
Now that's a long question. But right now, I'm okay. Maybe.
Well, considering the nation of Australia hasn't fallen into the ocean, I'd say the princess is doing fine.
Yet. We did have a tsunami warnings recently, so you're not wrong.
Yeah. For context.
That's Storm Spark's fault.
Yeah.
And no, it was technically it would fall under my domain because volcano. So
that's why you got mad in some of the volcanoes.
Yes.
You get into a competition with Pele again?
I am not at liberty to speak. My lawyer has said otherwise.
Yes, for context, everybody, StarryFlame hails from the land of Australia,
where everything wants to kill you.
Yes.
It is very real. Despite there have been many flat earthers, it is real. I can attest to this. I know the contamination of the mindset spreads, but it is real. Our existence is relevant.
I've not heard this. Are people actually saying that Australia isn't a real place?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
and
Yes.
then some of my friends got into that whole mindset because it kept ticking me off, and it got to Scribbler, I got to Xena, I got delivered something from my partner's sister, and it was like, I hope this arrives because Australia isn't real. I'm like, no, it's real. It was a meme, and so some people took off with it, and then we were in a podcast, and then the people in the podcast got told of this, and they're like, well, obviously it's not real. I'm like, no! So, I don't know how many of your listeners are flat earthers, but I can attest, it is real!
I will say this right now, if any of our listeners are flat earthers, get the fuck off of our site. We don't want you.
Yeah.
Well, I got to be an actor, I'm not paid at all.
We don't want any of your shit, okay?
Listen, if you're a flat earther, if you think that global warming is a hoax, if you think that a certain Cheeto is in fact El Presidente, then you can fuck right off. Go away. We don't want you here.
Yeah.
Go educate yourself. Go educate yourself on how reality actually works, and maybe if you grow a brain cell, come back.
Oh boy, I didn't mean to start off this so it's political.
It's fine. We like to. Yeah, this is how it works with this shit. We're just so tired of all the bullshit that people like to toss out every now and then, like flat Earth, Australia isn't real.
I would just like to say it is refreshing to not see anything about a certain Cheeto on the Australian news being the first topic every day for the 4 years or however long he was in president. It nice to not for 4 years it was always first article on the news was something he was up to, and it's refreshing not seeing
what did the horse stuck in the hospital do this time?
What's he done this week?
But the thing is, he's not even our president. He's not even our president, and we were getting breaking news about him, and I'm like, fuck off.
No, but the thing is,
I would imagine that you'd also be getting stuff about that one that one jackass from Britain who
The
has
donkey
really
and
bad
the
hair.
donkey is stuck
Yeah.
in the parliament.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was always the American president first.
Well, to be fair,
And then we'd get the UK, and then we get Australian news. You know, it was like in an order, and it was like, "Are you kidding me? I don't care."
To be fair, the last 4 years was the best reality television show for every other country.
Yes,
No,
called
because I
What
got
the
way
Fuck,
too many.
America?
I got way too many friends in America. I was honestly worried for them.
Oh, I
so
did. Oh, I didn't
that
say
was
it was a good.
stressful.
I didn't say it was good reality TV. In fact, very few.
It was not-
Very little reality TV is good.
It's not the best at all.
Probably the
No.
worst
Ugh.
one.
Yeah.
But moving away from this,
Yeah, move it away.
Yeah.
How has everyone else been since we took a break from 2021?
again, sick.
Well, yeah, there's a few things, but not going to get into too many of them.
Yeah.
I wrote a horrible song and sang it badly to torture someone.
I will say
boy.
this.
Mm.
In the this is I think I hope to God I'm not the only one who's going through this. But there is a meme, slight meme of
Oh.
it's a picture of some of the survivor crew from The Walking Dead surrounded by walkers with the caption people who made it to 2022 without catching COVID.
I've never
That's
caught
me.
it.
Yeah, that's me.
That's
Same.
me. Yep.
I just want to congratulate anyone else who has made it to this year and has not caught either the original COVID-19 virus or any of its variants. We are among the very few. Y'all are damn lucky. I hope to God I never do catch it. But still,
Yeah.
the
You've
fact
just
that
doomed us. You've just doomed us all.
Yeah.
You know that.
I do say though that those who have not yet caught it, Lord be with you. Please stay safe. Continue to do
please.
whatever the fuck you've been doing to keep safe from it.
Please. Speaking as one of the people in this group that actually did get the virus at one point, it is an awful fucking experience.
Yeah.
my
I mean,
much
I will
brother to it.
gladly get every other non-lethal disease that is floating around if it means I don't catch that.
Mm-hmm.
I nearly
Careful
got
what
it.
you wish for.
my
Non-lethal is
workplace-
subjective.
My workplace not long after I left, because I was working at a leagues club, which is do you guys have them in America?
What club?
That depends. What is it?
A leagues. It's sort of it's sponsored by a sporting team, but it's usually got like a food court. It's got slot machines, because you guys don't call them pokies. It'll have a couple of restaurants. I guess a sports bar, but it does have a sports bar in it, so that's why I'm not sure. Anyways, they had to shut down because COVID. I left, and then when they finally reopened, the first day someone walked in positive with COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, the very first day. And some elderly people frequent there on a Wednesday, so we're very lucky that they didn't get it, if they did. But, you know.
Happens without fail.
My
I've
coworkers were like, we just finished isolating. I need to pay my bills.
I am.
I mean,
they were not happy.
For context, I have been exposed to it no less than 5 times this year in the past 2 years, and every single time I test negative.
People don't learn. People
Yeah,
don't
due to,
learn.
What were you saying, Gray?
Well, due to Mrs. Greymane's health issues, she's been literally, I was telling Trade this earlier, she's been isolated pretty much for like 3 years now.
Yep.
And so this is like a real problem, because we can't seem to get out of this stuff.
Exactly. It's the same with my with Codemasters. My fiance's grandmother. She, as soon as in 2020, as soon as this became a thing, she didn't leave her house. She has not left her house except for in rarest circumstances. For the past 2 years, and it's concerning because this poor woman went from a very healthy. She's in her 80s at this point, but she was, in spite of that, she was very healthy for her age. She was very active. She was very outgoing and very much part of her community. But now she has gone from that to, unfortunately, very, very thin. And yes, even just a plain cold will take her out for weeks.
Yeah, we're all becoming basement trolls at this
pretty
point.
much. Well,
We're all
y'all- well,
gremlins.
well-
We're all gremlins at this point.
Well, y'all are becoming basement goblins. I don't have a fucking basement because I live in Florida, the land of perpetual sinkholes. I would love to have a basement because I would dwell in there.
Well,
I don't
just-
have basement, but I do have closets, and I am very much a troll.
Just wait, Trade. I mean, if you sit around, wait long enough, a sinkhole will open under your house, and then you'll have a basement. That's how it works.
Yeah, except the basement will be my entire house because I'll be underground.
Well, there you go. You
On
know,
the
I
bright-
mean, what are you complaining about now?
On the bright side, I have a Glam Rock Freddy plush, and that
Yay.
makes the day a little bit better.
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway,
Moving right
Yes.
along.
time to move right along.
speaking of basement dwellers, I do have some jokes pertaining to the news this week.
Sure, go on.
So a new study has come out saying that men who live alone, like for years not a time, so like me, are a higher risk of inflammation. Well, I mean, that's a lot of stress to put on one wrist.
Wah, wah.
Also, over during our hiatus, apparently there was a young man who accidentally brought who made some brownies, and they were accidentally taken by his mother to his grandmother's retirement center.
Oh, I know this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
South Dakota. The apparently, the caretakers like noticed something was up when the comedian when the stand-up comedian that showed up for the entertainment for that Friday weekend actually got some laughs.
Whoa.
And but a couple of the last ones I got. One is slightly political.
Okay.
Apparently, First Lady Dr. Biden, Jill Biden, was seen volunteering at a soup kitchen recently, which is very nice. Not since Melania have we seen First Lady do something that gregarious. Though she was doing it, but to show the rest of the people that she was serving the food to that she also understands pain and suffering and disappointment, she was wearing a Philadelphia Eagles jersey.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Wow.
Sports.
And that's
Sports.
and there you go.
I
That's
guess
that's
it's not of
that's-
their area.
One more that's actually pretty amusing. So apparently Taco Bell is doing something new with their promotional stuff, and it is stupid as fuck.
Oh no.
There's this thing called a Taco Lovers Pass, where you pay a yearly fee, and you're allowed to get one taco a day, like for a straight month.
Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, Taco Lovers Pass, which coincidentally will also be the title of their obituaries in about 2 or 3 months.
That one
That's
I'll give you.
awful.
I'll give you that
Bump.
one. Side note, you were talking about soup kitchens. Did anybody catch Alice Cooper
No.
over the Christmas holiday?
Yeah, that
there
was
were-
right.
Yeah,
He did that.
yeah, he went out and he did soup kitchen stuff, which is I like that guy.
Oh,
That
that's
guy
nice.
always does. some-
Alice Cooper is a pretty chill guy. He lives here in Arizona, down in the valley, and he's actually pretty cool.
He's
nice.
into electric race cars. So EVs.
Well, with those fun facts and jokes out of the way, since it's the new year, I gotta be more professional with this next bit. This is the
Why? Why start now?
This is the spiel where I tell y'all how this show works and what we do, which is actually fitting because this is StarryFlame's first time on this show. So, here on Trademark's Trainwreck, we talk about some news articles that I look over the last couple of weeks or so. We point and laugh at them. We'll be going on a musical interlude in just a bit, but after that, we'll be talking about the softcore material, which is, it's okay. It's not really anything too weird, but it's stupid enough to get our attention. And then we go on a second musical interlude, after which we talk about the hardcore material, which is where the really weird stuff comes in. So, with that being said, I think it's time to go on our first musical interlude, so we'll be right back with Trademark's Trainwreck on Celestia Radio, all fandom all the time.
Except when it's not. right?
Except
Except
when
when
it's
it's
not.
politics.
Except when it's everything under the rainbow.
Except when it's penis train.
Oh
Ew.
dear God.
No.
We shall resume in 3, 2,
29.
1. God damn.
Why does that ink blot
Old
look like
habits
a
die hard.
banana?
It's your
What?
subconscious.
I find it amusing that like all the times that we try and like get trade every once in a while with like trying to change up the countdown or like just spout a random word. Starry's the one who hits in. It's probably because of nostalgia. He probably hasn't heard it in a while.
Yeah.
The breaking the number thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm leaving all
Yeah,
that
no,
in.
I did
I'm leaving that all in, by the way. Welcome back, everyone, to Trademark's Trainwreck, a show featured on Celestial Radio, all fandom all the time. It's time to start the softcore material, and what better way to start than with a sequel?
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on. Let me make my predictions. It's gonna be somewhere in Florida.
Is it Ferris wheel people again?
No, it's not Ferris wheel, and surprisingly, it's not Florida, so you're both wrong.
Ah.
Whoa. Oh.
You
oh.
lose!
Is
Good
it meth?
Daces!
Is it meth?
No, it's not meth.
Okay.
It's
Drug related in any way.
It's pennies.
What?
Oh,
Sorry. Can you repeat that? It's what?
Pennies.
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 Okay, thank you. Not
So,
what I
No,
was
you
thinking.
you did hear him right. It's pennies.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't sure if it was pennies or something else, so I was like, I'm just gonna check.
yeah. So, we have man who paid employee with 91,000 pennies sued by the Department of Labor.
I know this one.
Yeah.
Yep, he
I
was
feel the
okay.
pain already.
So to give Starry and our audience some backstory here. This gentleman worked as a auto mechanic for a auto shop who specialized in luxury cars, mostly Mercedes-Benz, Aston Martins, things of that nature.
Yep.
The guy was sick of the toxic environment and he quit. But his former employer, held his last paycheck for weeks. So he finally called up and said, if you do not give me my last paycheck, I will go to the Department of Labor. So he gave him his last paycheck in pennies that were covered in engine grease.
Yeah.
Ew.
And a note
Just
with
dumped him on his driveway.
Yeah. Just a pile of greasy pennies and a note with an expletive on it. I'm just gonna say it was probably fuck. So
Malicious compliance, apparently.
Let's.
Sorry, was it HR
Well-
doing that, or was that?
Oh no! This was.
There was no HR. It's a small shop.
Private
It was a
mechanic.
small shop, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
So let's.
It was the boss doing that, or it was the employee doing that?
The boss was
the
the
boss
one.
did that.
Aye.
The employee
Aye.
left, and the boss gave him his last paycheck in 91,000 pennies,
Yeah. And
covered in engine grease.
And for context, the employee's name was Andreas Flatten, and the employer is named Miles Walker.
What hot water did Mr. Walker get himself into?
And what do you mean, Walker? That's not how you say dickhead.
All right, let's see. Skimming past the bit with the context that we just discussed. Okay, here we go. Within hours of learning that Mr. Flatten had complained to the Wage and Hour Division about not receiving his last paycheck, defendants decided to pay Mr. Flatten in pennies, the lawsuit says. The agency claims that Walker retaliated against Flatten for filing a complaint against him, which is a violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act. In addition,
Which it is.
In addition, investigators accused Walden of failing to keep detailed employment records and not paying his employees overtime.
There we go.
By law, worker engagement with the U.S. Department of Labor is protected activity. Workers are entitled to receive information about their rights in the workplace and obtain the wages they earn without fear of harassment or intimidation, said the Wage and Hour Division's District Director Steven Salazar in Atlanta.
They're also allowed to ask how much they get paid compared to their coworkers.
Correct. They're
Mhm.
not. You can't stop them from discussing pay.
Yeah.
So the employee was in the right, and the employer was the dick about it, really, just
Yeah.
because he
yeah.
got busted. So okay,
Again,
so it's
like
not
I said,
malicious
toxic
compliance. It's just
toxic work
compliance.
environment. The mechanic decided to quit. He left. He gave his 2 weeks, but the employer kept holding back his last paycheck.
Yeah, and to be fair, the employee actually got the labor department to begin an investigation, and that was about the time that Walker was just like, "All right, 91,000 pennies for you, good sir. Good day."
So that was a dick move, not a deserved move.
Yeah, pretty much.
Correct.
Ugh.
Yeah, this isn't a Reddit. This isn't a Reddit thread of "Am I the asshole?"
No,
Unless it's the employer asking this question.
I was just trying to
Mhm.
figure out who was in the wrong, whether it was a deserved move, deserved thing or not, but it seems not.
This is a Reddit post in the category "Am I an asshole?" to which all of the responses to it are yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a single person defending one. So, yeah, also, according to Steven Salazar, workers and employers should feel free to contact the Wage and Hour Division. In fact, all employers should review their employment practices and contact the division to discuss questions they have regarding their responsibilities under the law.
So what happened to Dickhead?
Well, that's here we go. The Department of Labor has filed a lawsuit against the owner of an auto repair shop in Georgia. So yeah, that's basically it. The Department of Labor basically filed a lawsuit against Miles Walker, and this is all the information that we have at the moment. No idea if it's going to go through. It probably is. So yeah, we here at the Trainwreck will keep an eye on this case, considering that it's so fucking stupid.
Well, here's the funny thing. Actually, when this story hit the airwaves, everyone lit that mechanic shop up on fire. I think the place closed down.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he
too.
had to close his doors. Yep.
Oh, by the way, this article here was released on January 7th, 2022. So updates have probably happened, considering that we are recording on January 19th, 2022. So just in case anything new has happened.
Oh, right. For you guys, 19th.
Yes.
Yes,
Except
you're
for
from the
Starry. Except for Starry.
You're from the
Yeah.
future, Starry.
I was like, what? No, we're not.
See the future.
Right. I can see the future. I am in the future.
Yeah. So yeah, moving swiftly onward to our next article. Yeah, so here you go, Shirley. Here's your fucking Florida story, the first one for the night.
Won't be the last, I guarantee you.
It won't be the last. I have no clever segue as per the norm because the title of the article speaks for itself. Florida women busted for 3 a.m. glitter attack.
Like a glitter bomb? Oh boy.
Yes!
Ooh, boy.
They literally fucking glitter bombed somebody.
But
All right, now and there needs to be proper context for this. Now, if they glitter bombed a potential porch pirate, totally justifiable.
Well, no, because January 11th. 2 Florida women are each facing a felony burglary charge after allegedly perpetrating a 3 a.m. glitter attack on a male victim. Investigators say Sarah Franks, 29, and Caitlin O'Donovan, 27, arrived early January 10th that morning at the Clearwater residence of Jacob Colin and began arguing with him while he was standing on his fenced balcony. Can I just say, unfortunate last name, Colin. Also, fucking Clearwater. Once again, fucking Clearwater.
For reference, folks, that's nearby where Trade lives.
No, it's not. That's a ways away, my man. I'm just saying Clearwater is where all the weird shit happens.
I don't even. wanna go
Clearwater
into
is
why
where the
Clearwater's
crazies
weird.
live.
I
Mhm.
know where
That must be-
I know.
That must be the highest concentration of that
fungus.
that fungus.
I sense another Aussie on the force.
She probably won't be...
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, she probably won't be here for very long, but we do have a fellow Australian here. It is one Stormspark.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
You on your phone, Stormy?
Yes, it is my break at work.
Okay, thought so.
So like I said, she won't be staying here long, but it's nice to have someone else in the chat while we talk about someone glitter bombing people. Right, so...
Glitter
So
attack!
two ladies show up at this man's apartment and start arguing. What happens between then and the Sailor Moon attack?
Well, let's see here. Franks and Donovan, cops allege, each threw a container of glitter at Cullen, who was struck, quote, in the upper torso and head, end quote. Arrest affidavits do not reveal the nature of the argument or the relationship between the parties. After pelting Cullen, Franks climbed over the ground-level fence and entered Cullen's apartment, where she, quote, engaged the victim by throwing more containers of glitter at him, end quote.
Oh,
More fucking
Tina's
glitter!
Yeah. You know, when Dale
Sugar
Gribble...
heart attack.
It's like fucking Dale Gribble. Pocket sand! Sha-sha! Franks then allegedly unlocked the front door to allow O'Donovan to enter the residence. Once inside, O'Donovan threw additional containers of glitter. Stop! He's already dead! According to the...
I'm looking at their
hmm?
mugshots, and I can see they feel no shame in doing this.
No, of course not. So yeah, according to the affidavits, they also indicate that O'Donovan and Franks share an apartment about 2 miles from Cullen's home, so they are besties. Upon completing the glitter bombing, Franks kicked a window in Cullen's residence until it broke. The pair then drove away from the apartment complex. Since it appears Cullen was able to identify his assailants, police arrested Franks and O'Donovan about an hour after the glitter attack. The getaway car, cops reported, was tracked back to the duo's home. The auto, quote, was still warm to the touch and, wait for it, glitter was observed on the inside of the vehicle.
Well, yeah, even if you're glitter bombing somebody else, that shit gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Like herpes!
Yeah.
Yeah, craft herpes.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
It has the same thing as real herpes. It never goes away.
Yes.
I mean, like, I think it should be illegal for strip clubs to have that part of the girls' costumes, the girls in the guys' costumes, because for fuck's sake, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So, Franks.
I'm not going to question how you know this.
So
There used to be a strip club in my town, shut down, but
So Franks and Donovan on the left and right, respectively, for those who are watching the YouTube version of this episode, they were both arrested on a felony charge of burglary with assault or battery. Franks was also charged with criminal mischief for allegedly breaking Cullen's window. Franks...
burglary? Okay, no.
Yeah,
God damn it, Florida.
That charge is probably not going to stick because they technically didn't steal anything, but the assault...
They didn't burgle!
Yeah, they didn't burgle, but the assault and breaking and entering... Yeah, that might be something that sticks.
I could say a B&E. I could say a B&E, but for fuck's sake, Florida, you drive me nuts for not just the fact that you've got stupid people, but you also make stupid-ass laws. I mean, for fuck's sake, it's 2 girls who got pissed at a guy and threw glitter in his face. Bust him for entering his apartment without permission, and bust him and, like, make them pay for his damaged window. But for fuck's sake, assault?
Yeah.
They threw glitter at him. It's annoying, but it's not fucking assault.
I would agree with you if it was just the one, but they threw not 1, not 2, not 3, but possibly 4 containers of glitter on him. At that point, again, it's the Simpsons meme. Stop, he's already dead!
I have a feeling there's more about this than what we're knowing, especially considering those girls have a look of absolute no shame on them. I'm going to guess that this guy deserved it.
Maybe, but unfortunately we don't know because the arrest affidavit does not give that knowledge. Maybe in the future I can do a part 2 to this. Maybe I can do more research on this. But in the meantime, Franks bonded out of the jail that Monday morning after posting $75,250 bond. O'Donovan remains in custody at the Pinellas County lockup as of January 11th. That probably has changed by now. A judge has ordered both women to have no contact with Cullen.
I'm kind of with Shirley on this one. For the 2 to get together and do this and then look like that on the mugshot, the guy probably did something to deserve it.
Maybe.
Now, we won't know for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Here's my theory. This is just a prevailing theory. I got no evidence to back this up, but here's my theory. He was dating one of the 2 girls and then talked his way into the bed of the other one by lying about his relationship status with her friend. So I'm going to just guess that he fucked around and found out.
Yeah, maybe. We won't know until I figure out if there's a part 2 or not. But in the meantime, it's time for our final softcore article for the night.
Huzzah!
Only 3. You're merciful.
Oh, that just means there's going to be more hardcore.
Oh, well, this one is gonna make us all a little bit angry because, unfortunately, this is related to the thing that YouTube doesn't want us to talk about, even though we fucking should because it's a real thing that's happening and it's actually important to talk about it. Fucking YouTube!
Like,
No, it's not YouTube. It's Google.
And Google.
yeah, it's Google.
Well, it's both.
Both, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, is it about the human malware?
It's about the
Yes.
human malware because
Wait, what?
The plague.
That's what we're calling a certain virus that's going around.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
we have to call it other things because otherwise Google will just go and then just fucking they'll fucking kill me.
Because
Anyway,
Google,
Can you
because Google likes to cater to the whims and feelings of far right newscasters.
yeah.
So can you say it backwards and it'll be fine? Like,
I mean, you can certainly try. Was it
Divik.
Divik?
Vidco.
Divig.
Divig?
Divik? I like
Divik.
that. Divik.
Divik.
Divik, that sounds like a hobbit name, like one of the Riverfolk hobbits.
It's D-I-V.
Hey, there's a reason he never made it to the story, you know.
It's
I mean,
Divik
it's like-
91. That's what we'll call it from here on out. It's
Div-
Divik
it's
91.
Divik, the one of the surviving cousin of Deagle and Smeagol, and he's the one who found Deagle's body.
Yeah. Anywho, getting back on track.
There's a fanfic here somewhere.
Yeah. So while things are not optimal with certain variants flying around now and
More variants than a Loki episode.
Yeah, exactly. Things are getting better. They're not getting better as quickly as we would have liked, but they're getting better slowly but surely. Although people like this really don't fucking help. So, let's talk about the Florida man who got kicked off a plane for wearing a thong as a face mask.
Yeah,
Didn't they do that in an anime?
They probably have. Now it's time for the real version.
Here's
Remember
my
that
question,
anime
though.
where-
Was it used?
Ugh.
Ew, do not want to
Ew.
think about that.
Don't wanna think
I mean, this is Florida we're talking about.
Well, let's take a look.
No,
not
let's not
Japan.
take a look.
It's not Japan and it's not a vending machine.
Ugh. So, a Florida man was boosted off a plane before takeoff after airline workers failed to appreciate his unorthodox choice of face mask, a red thong. Video footage captured the moment United Airlines staff confronted Adam Jen about the brightly colored women's underwear covering his nose and mouth.
It was women's.
Yeah. As the Washington, D.C. bound flight from Fort Lauderdale prepared to depart Wednesday morning. So this was a flight going from Florida to Washington, D.C. Okay, here's a quote from the flight attendant. "You're going to have to come off the airplane. We're not going to let you travel," a flight attendant says in the clip recorded on a passenger's cell phone. "Why?" Jen asks. You're not in mask compliance, the attendant says. Jen, 38, of Cape Coral, later told the local news that he found the mask requirement on the planes absurd. It's not. It's all nonsense, Gene said. Divik doesn't know that we're at cruising altitude. It's stupid. The whole thing is theater. It's not. He also said this wasn't the first time he'd worn this kind of mask aboard a plane to protest the rules. Every single flight has been met with different reactions from the flight crew, he told the local news. Some with wild appreciation, others confrontational.
That's a lie.
That's a bold-faced lie.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
No flight crew would ever risk their FAA license.
No.
No, they'd pretty much both go on the same exact thing. Like, please fucking put your mask on.
Put a proper mask on or you're off this plane.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, he did have some supporters as he was kicked off the plane, with some people actually joining him as he was taken off the plane.
Good.
What, like putting
Good.
bombs
Who
on?
cares?
Right.
They've got their money anyway.
Yeah.
What world are they living in where they think we're going to protest by destroying these things of companies that are making these liberal statements, or of airlines that are not letting this man wear a thong as a mask on a plane? We're going to leave with them. Dude, they've got your money.
They've got your
They
money,
don't care.
and on
Yeah.
top of that, you're
Yeah.
not going to get to go to the destination you were supposed to go.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're going to have to wait for your fucking baggages to be, like, sent back.
Like,
Yeah, because they're
Hope
not
you-
going to unpack the plane for you.
Nope.
yeah,
Sorry.
you're not getting your shit back. Sorry. Bye.
Yeah,
Whoopsie.
not right now. You got to wait till the plane comes back, till
And you're not
the flight arrives with your shit back.
Yeah.
and you're not gonna get a refund because you chose to leave.
Yep.
Like
Hell,
if they, it
you
would be
rarely
different if
ever
they
get a
told you
refund
to
from
go.
an airline, even if it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's that whole, well, I'm taking my business elsewhere. You'll never see me again. Cool. Bye.
Yeah,
Right,
and-
Felicia?
Yeah, and
Like,
you know,
okay,
We got
sure.
someone ready to take the spot.
and you know that's
You see,
exactly.
I'll just play my tiny violin for you as you leave. I don't really care.
Yeah, and you know that's exactly the mindset that he had, because he is undeterred by this, and the final quote of this article, the last line of this article is Adam here saying, "Hopefully, Spirit Airlines has a better sense of humor."
Oh
No,
my fucking
no,
they're
god.
gonna kick you
They're gonna-
off.
they're gonna
Spirit
kick you
is
off.
no Spirit's gonna kick you the fuck off, and then again, you're still going to be,
Contrary to popular belief, a good majority of people are not idiots. They will actually see that you're wearing women's underwear on your head to be a dickhead and go, "Look, I'm wearing a mask."
no, you're not. Get off.
Yeah, get the fuck up. You're not even wearing it right. Like, I get that you're trying to make it look like a traditional Divic mask, but if you want to make it look like a mask, do it the Japanese style and, wrap it around your head instead of just having
Oh
it
my
on your ear.
gosh. I only
That's what I was
just got the
referencing.
chance
I
to
was
look at the picture.
I knew what he was talking about, and I was like, wait for it. Yes,
Oh.
there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I was referencing that there's that anime where the girl wore underwear over her head, and I was trying to reference that
I've
before.
seen
Yeah,
that
you were.
actually-
I don't know what it's called though.
I've seen that
what-
anime.
I
what-
always
I don't know
associated
the name, but
it.
it is
I always
interesting.
associated it with horny guys in anime going on panty raids, because that's the first time I ever saw that was in Ranma, and the pervy old man
Yeah,
would do that when he'd go on panty raids. He'd wear that he'd wear a set like a ninja mask.
Yeah, and I know the anime you're talking about, Starry. I know the one, but I do not
Yeah,
remember.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't
I don't know
remember
what
the
it's
name
called.
either.
Yeah.
It's the one where the purity culture is now at an all-time high. It's to the point where kids don't even know what things look like on the
Yeah.
opposite
Yeah,
sex,
pretty much.
right?
Yes,
And the one,
that's the,
and
that's the one, yeah.
there's that one yandere
believe
chick
that.
who put her
Yes.
essence in the cookies.
Yeah.
Wait, it was that anime? Oh shit, that's
Yeah, that's the same
That
one.
one.
Yeah.
Ignore that.
Yeah.
That's
I
an
put my love in the cookies. Like,
that's an
"Whoa!"
anime.
That's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
anime.
That's an anime.
That's an anime.
That's not the other version that starts with an H.
No,
that's
it's
the
Oh,
anime.
no.
that,
It
that-
is hentai and it is art.
it is
Um,
it is softcore. Well, I say softcore. It really straddles that line.
Do anything.
Straddles that line. Yes.
Yeah,
that is
like
the
Just
exact
because
word
it
you
doesn't
could
show
use.
just because it doesn't show nipples or a blurred out, genitalia does not mean it's not fucking porn.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, it is Japan. Anyway, getting back on subject. Final opinion on this jackass. Get the fuck off. Stay the fuck off. If you're gonna be a dipshit.
Yeah, if
Okay,
you want to do this, dude, drive. Like, stay in your own fucking car and, let your COVID just fly around your own
At
cat.
his divot.
Skateboard your way to the
Divic.
destination.
Divic.
Divot. Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah.
Put a bleep on
bleep
it like
there.
I'm cussing.
It's
In
interesting.
post.
It's interesting. Like you can say the word thong, but you can't say the actual word for divic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say the actual word that we're using for divic, but you
Special absence.
but we can say thong.
Fine.
We can say thong, nipples, boobs, and dick.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, thongs in Australia are the things you put on your shoes.
That
on
is
your
true.
feet.
That is
So,
true.
all right. Okay, real quick. Sorry to deviate a little bit, but this is the last softcore article. What do you call the string bikini panties then, if thong is
Oh,
what
no,
you
they're
use
still
for your
thongs.
feet.
I believe they're still thongs.
So how do you tell them apart? Like,
Well,
someone just
one
says,
goes
go
on your
go get me a thong.
and the other goes on your,
How can
They're
we
usually found in,
okay,
they're-
look, if
they're
it's
found
a
in two
casual
different-
conversation
All
between
right.
two girls,
yeah,
It's either thong or G-string, boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
thong or G-string.
Yeah. Children,
But
stop
it's
screaming about underwear.
contextual. It's okay. I'll tell you how. I've lost my thong. Is while you're out in public is probably you've lost your shoe.
Yeah,
If
the
you say
context
thong
of how you
singular,
speak.
If you say thong singular, it's probably the underwear. If you say thongs, it's the feet.
Yes.
Unless you are specifically talking in context about underwear when you say thongs.
Yeah, it's the context, really.
And like Starry said, one goes on your foot and the other goes somewhere else. You don't
And they're
you
found
don't
in
really mix
two
those two
Your
up.
ass.
They're found in two different sections in the shop, so it's a little hard to get them mixed up.
I would pay to see a shop.
Scary if they
sell them
do.
next to each
Yeah.
other. I would pay to see a shop sell them next to each other. I could see Kmart doing it.
This is the shop. This is the shop.
You
Thongs
know?
and thongs. One half is
You're not
shoes.
wrong.
Thongs and thongs. One half are flip flops. The other half are panties.
Storm, when they're doing
They're not
summer
flip-flops.
stuff, yeah, they probably could. Like
Yeah.
certain swimwears, they might.
Maybe.
Mm.
Anyway,
Maybe.
so getting back to it, that's
Sorry.
oh, it's fine. We do shit like that all the time on this show. We don't have
We've
have
had-
structure.
You lose your thongs? Jeez.
Anyway, that is the last softcore article for
I
tonight.
told you people not to tell anybody about that.
I'm concerned about these boys. Do they own thongs? Like,
This is what happens when I leave for a few years. They start losing their thongs. Like, oh my god.
yeah.
And on that
They have
note,
to buy them to earn it first.
and on that note, it's time for us to take our second musical interlude. We'll be back with the hardcore material on Trademark's Trainwreck, a show featured on Celestia Radio, all fandom all the time, except when it's thongs and thongs.
I don't
thongs
have.
right
I don't. Well, here's the thing. I don't have any underpants to lose.
Cut!
All insanity all the time.
Yes, welcome back to the Trainwreck here on Celestia Radio. Unfortunately, the ladies have all left us for various reasons, so it's just me and the boys here to wrap up with the hardcore material. That being said, we enjoyed the somewhat impromptu and highly appreciated appearance of StarryFlame, who you can find on YouTube under the name StarryFlame01. You can also find her on Twitter under the name @StarryFlame. So, with that out of the way, let us go into the hardcore material, gentlemen.
Do we have to?
Yes, we have to. And where better to start than with an old-fashioned robbery?
Robbery?
Bank robbery. B&E.
Well,
Darth Vader?
Well, the type of robbery doesn't matter, but the disguise that this person had during the robbery, which, yes, took place in Florida, the disguise this person had is, man disguised himself as woman in Volusia County armed robberies.
I mean, it could work. It's not the first time it's been done.
Not the first time, and certainly not the last. So, let's take a look. This article was released on January 4th, 2022. A man who dressed as a woman to carry out 2 robberies was arrested along with another man in Volusia County. Deputies say John M. Graham, 33, was accused of robbing 2 stores, and Clondy Brooks, 24, is accused of helping him. The sheriff's office said Graham is accused of robbing a Circle K store clerk at gunpoint in DeBary just before 3 a.m. Tuesday, demanding cigarettes and money. Deputy said surveillance video of the robbery shows a man wearing a black hat, black wig, a mask, a gray sweater, black fishnet stockings, and black boots. What an ensemble.
At least accessorize properly. Come on.
After
Where
this...
was the handbag? Was there a handbag? If there was no handbag, he wasn't doing it right.
I don't think so. After this robbery occurred, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office said deputies and K-9 units responded to search for the suspects. Officials said while responding, a U-Haul van driving with no rear lights was spotted heading towards Seminole County. The van's tag was recorded and surrounding agencies were notified to be on the lookout. Nearly 2 hours later, a second robbery occurred at a Sunoco in Daytona Beach, Sunoco being a gas station for those out of the loop. The sheriff's office said officers with the Daytona Beach Department were able to locate the U-Haul van outside a Best Buy. Officials said the officers were able to find 2 men walking in the area and apprehended them. The sheriff's office said Graham confessed to dressing as a woman in order to carry out the robberies, while Brooks went along with him as he committed the crimes. Graham faces charges of robbery with a firearm, 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit stemming from both robberies. Brooks faces principal to robbery with a firearm charge.
Graham.
So the only way I can
you're
see
no Darth Vader.
if
No.
the only way to get a assault with a deadly weapon is if he pointed it at the person.
Well, he held a man at gunpoint, Sherlock.
Oh, yes, then I would do it.
I mean, A for effort on what you thought was a good disguise, but,
Honestly, it sounds like it was a good disguise, but they got caught because of the U-Haul.
they did. Like, you had a U-Haul with no lights.
I know why they did that. Okay, they probably disconnected the lights thinking that the police wouldn't be able to see them drive off. No, it's the same. It's the same reason why you have, when you're doing like road rallies, why you have brake cutouts. Okay, where you have switches where you can turn off your taillights.
I guess, but have you seen a U-Haul van? They're kind of big and white and red, and they
Depends
have
on which
weird-ass
van.
imagery on them. So, you're not...
Yeah, what the hell they were doing in a U-Haul, I don't know. That's just stupid.
Because it's like
Yeah.
$20 to rent for a day.
My guess is that they rented that van thinking, oh, we'll use it for the crimes, and then we'll give it back, and we'll leave no trail. Except,
I mean,
not really.
I mean, look at the guys who went to that rally that wear khakis and
Yeah,
polos.
yeah. I remember
mhm.
that one, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, this is just fucking stupid. But,
So many failures here. So many failures.
well, we're about to have more because, and I'm sorry, once again, it's a Florida story, but this was just too weird for me to pass up. This was an incident that happened on January 5th, 2022. I have no idea why I almost said July. Ah, man, this...
Time isn't a thing anymore.
No, it is not. I'm sorry. I'm trying to come up with a snappy fucking segue for this, but no, all I can think of is you're giving the people on those rascal scooters a bad name. Because we have a 74-year-old Florida man on an electric scooter who threatened and chased 2 people with a knife. I want that image in your head now, okay? And also, I've got the mugshot.
Is he in his rascal?
You're
No.
just teasing me now. You're just picking stories that are like what's going to happen when Greymane gets even older.
But yeah, here's the mugshot. I want you to picture this man. Just going, I'm gonna get you! Just wielding a fucking knife. Anywho, a 74-year-old man is accused of chasing 2 people with a knife while riding an electric scooter. During a verbal disagreement, Daniel Zarelli retrieved an 8-inch blade from a drawer in his home and actively followed a woman throughout the residence in his scooter that Monday evening. 8 inches. That is not insubstantial.
No, that's a pretty hefty.
Oh my.
That's
Yeah.
a hefty knife.
Yeah, that's no knife. This is a knife. So Zarelli's alleged statements of wanting to terminate the woman prompted her to run from the residence. Police said Zarelli then targeted a man outside of the home, chasing him around a car. So again, I want you to picture that. I'm gonna get you! Just going around in a circle. Let's see. And the car was actually a rental signed in the man's name. Also, he ran down the street while still holding the knife. Zarelli slashed the car's left tire with willful and malicious intent, causing approximately $500 in damages. I can confirm that is about right for the price of a tire.
Mine cost even more.
Yeah, depending on the brand that you're going with and the kind of car you're driving, that is just about right. And that is horseshit. When officers arrived, they said Zarelli was seen still holding the knife and actively following the woman up the driveway of the residence. I'll go get you! I'll get you! Upon speaking with him, officers reported smelling alcohol on Zarelli's breath. Surprise! As well as hearing Zarelli spontaneously utter that he wanted to, terminate the man he was chasing while he had the chance. Give me a chance, officers. I gotta get him. I gotta get him, officers. Zarelli was booked at the Brevard County Jail on multiple charges, including 2 instances of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Police also said Zarelli was on felony probation during the incident. He's being held on $26,000 bond and is expected to make his first appearance in court on February 1st. How did we get here?
Let's see. Drunk old man just got really angry and just decided to use his rascal because he's 75, probably overweight, and doesn't have, the ability to handle that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but what did these people allegedly do to piss this man off?
It could have been anything.
It could have been anything. I mean, he's a drunk old man living in Florida.
That is fair. Oh, man. Just, again, not much else going on here, but the mental image is still hilarious because of the fact that we got this drunk old man on a fucking rascal scooter just charging at people at, 2 miles an hour with an 8-inch knife? And he's just slashing tires? I don't know, that's just hilarious to me. What do you boys think, eh?
I think this man needs some alcohol
therapy.
Alcohol therapy and anger management. Alcohol and anger management therapy.
Yeah. Sounds about right. What about you, Great?
I'm manically wondering where I'm going to be at 70.
I think you have enough common sense to avoid being like that. I think we all have enough common sense to avoid being like this.
Oh, everyone likes to say that.
Everybody likes to say that, yes.
I mean, true. And then, life hits you really hard. I mean, look at the last 5 years, 6 years. Shit. But anyway, we're kind of breezing by the hardcore material, but that's fine because I saved the best for last, as per usual. This one... Okay. Hypothetical. You're going to commit a crime at a place. Alright.
You're really asking this hypothetical with Gray in the train?
I was just going to let him go with it, and I was going to tell him exactly what he needed to do. But okay. All right. So, you're going to commit a crime. You've chosen a place to commit a crime at. You want to scope the place out and see what you could possibly steal. How do you do this? Great. How about you fucking do what you do best and answer me? How are you going to scope out this place and see what you can steal? Huh? Hypothetically speaking. Depends on what kind of place it is.
Yeah, is it a shop?
Is it a shop? I mean,
Well, that would give it away.
Binoculars, you could... It's, hey, you know what? We're in the technology age. You could use a drone. You could, send a little kid in to scout. Hey, here's $10. Go out and scout and tell me what's on this shelf, what's on that shelf.
All right,
and
all of those, good choices. Would you apply for a job at the store you're going to rob?
Well,
that
it depends.
Has been done.
It's
that
been done.
Yes.
Hell, like some of the biggest capers, some of the biggest like heist stories have people being employed by the place they're going to kick over.
Well,
yeah,
here's the difference between those great capers and our final story for the night. I'm sure that the ones that got away did not fill in the fucking application with their actual fucking details.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Yep.
Man busted for, and here's the kicker, for sex toy robbery at Adult World.
Wait, he took the sex toys and not the cash?
Well, let's take a look and find out. This happened January 6th. When planning to rob sex toys from an adult store, it is best to avoid establishments at which you recently applied for a job. A 29-year-old man is behind bars on multiple criminal charges after allegedly stealing $350 worth of items from a Pennsylvania business and threatening to stab a clerk who sought to stop him. According to a criminal complaint, Jacob McFarland, the week prior, entered the Adult World Emporium in North Wales, a Philadelphia suburb, and walked out with a pair of men's toys, one of which costed $95.99 and apparently has artificial intelligence.
Wait. Only two items and it's $350? What's the other one cost? $200?
Yeah, it's an Autoblow.
Well, apparently at retail, apparently the one I just, my apologies. These are two separate things. One of which is, I'm gonna have to actually say the fucking names of these things. So if Google has a conniption fit, blow me. 95, the first one was a $95.99 Fleshlight model, and the other one was the Autoblow AI, which retails for, $250.
I was totally saving that picture. I'm gonna keep that picture just for something to give to people.
Mm-hmm. So, when an Adult World worker confronted McFarlane in the store's parking lot, the accused masturbator thief allegedly threatened to stab the man. The employee, cops noted, was able to identify McFarlane because he recently applied for a position at Adult World. In a police statement, the victim said that Jacob came into Adult World and instantly walked to the back of the store and grabbed the two sex toys. Officers quickly located McFarlane at a hotel just steps away. Just steps away?
Yeah.
Come the fuck on!
Man, this guy must have been blue-balled for fucking years.
I fucking guess. So, he was found carrying a knife with a backpack with a lock on it, because that's not suspicious as fuck. Cops applied for a search warrant for the backpack, which apparently held the purloined masturbators.
Well, actually, to be honest, I know a lot of transients and homeless people that come into the courthouse, and locks on backpacks are very common.
It is, actually. If you're traveling on foot, locks on backpacks are something you just do.
I guess that's fair. Either way, McFarlane was charged with robbery, which is a felony, and several misdemeanors, including retail theft and making terroristic threats. I'm not sure about that last one. He's being held...
Florida. They like to
It's Pennsylvania. It's
Pennsylvania.
That's right. It's Pennsylvania.
This sounds like a Florida case.
It does, but let it be known that stupid happens elsewhere sometimes. McFarlane is being held in the Montgomery County lockup in lieu of $5,000 bail. According to court records, McFarlane has multiple pending criminal cases for which charges include disorderly conduct, narcotics possession, theft, and criminal mischief. Also, to pad the runtime, we have a detailed description of the Autoblow AI.
Do we have to?
Well, it's not highly detailed. All it says is that it's a 10 speed. It plugs into a wall outlet, And it uses artificial intelligence to give you, well, the perfect evening, shall we say.
Okay, artificial intelligence is a loaded term because a fucking calculator is artificial intelligence by the loosest definition.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it looks like a science fiction prop.
It does. And I'm not saying this thing just, like, fucking greets you like HAL 9000, like, how would you like your blowjob this evening, sir?
That's a clip.
That's a fucking clip. But, yeah. Apparently, this wasn't the first time that the Autoblow has made the news, but I'm not going to discuss the other time, because that involves a lewd act. But
it's never stopped us before.
It never has, but I'm trying to hold us to better standards. That's not going to last long, I assure you, but I'm trying. Let it be known that I'm trying. Just fucking...
Okay, all right. So many things here. Okay, first of all, if it was regular in the store, you could have just told somebody I'm just browsing. Okay? And second, okay, why do you have a hotel that's right next to where you're going to rob?
Yeah, just like... Why?
What? I just...
And furthermore, if you're going to do that, why in the merciful fuck would you give your real information? Well, actually, no. I guess... No. Fuck, actually, no, it works perfectly. Why the fuck would you give your real information? They identified you immediately because of the fact that you applied for a position. And also, you are literally a hop, skip, and a jump from this place. Why the merciful fuck did you choose this place? I guess it might be exactly as Shirley says. I guess this guy must have been fucking blue-balled for fucking ever. But even so... there are other ways to get your jollies. I won't list them here, but rest assured, there are other ways.
For something that's claiming like artificial intelligence with different speed settings and stuff, I'm surprised it's this cheap. I mean, $3. And hell, right now it's on sale for like $230.
Did you actually look it up?
Yeah, I wanted to look this up. I was like, what makes this thing so special? I
already knew what it was, so
I mean it's hell, what's even funnier is this website actually has add-on things you can like add to it. It's like, lubes and toy cleaner, things like that. But one in particular they have is a VR headset option.
there you go.
It's one of those specialized, it's not like an actual thing. It's like one of those specialized headsets that you can like put your phone into the visor so you can get like a proper view of it, everything. So you can like, pop a porn on your visor and like, just watch it while you let your machine do its job. I'm just like, hey, look, there's one thing that we will never do on Celestial Radio much. It will be kink shame. Like, you got to have a kink that we're just like, ew, no, not cool.
No. Of course not.
But
if this sounds like a dream to you, then God bless you, go for it. But I'm sorry, this sounds like a fucking, like, every day we're getting closer and closer to a porn parody of The Matrix. I'm just saying.
I'm convinced that kind of shit was happening in The Matrix anyway. They just didn't show it.
Oh yeah, obviously, but even so. Oh dear. Well, I think that's a good a way as any to fucking end the first episode of 2022. Jesus Christ. We're off to a roaring start. We had our first guest co-host for the evening, and we've had talks about the Autoblow AI. Fucking amazing.
It's gonna be a wild ride this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride. Hopefully in terms of the shit that we've been going through with the Divic and all that crap, things will improve. Hopefully, common sense will prevail in the end.
Things are already getting slightly better.
Things
got burned.
Yeah,
we're going to do okay.
Yeah, things are getting slightly better. We're seeing good signs of things improving. So, I'm hoping that by the time this year ends, or by the time the next year ends, just to give the benefit of the doubt, that things will get better for everybody in the general sense. In the meantime, we'll be here to report all the stupid shit that happens in between. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Trademark's Trainwreck here on Celestia Radio, all fandom all the time. With me here has been RandomGreymane.
You went from suck to Autoblow.
We also had Sherlock.
Yep, got nothing. Because fuck the world.
Fuck the world. We also had TheFangirl, who ducked out early. We also had our lovely guest co-hosts, StarryFlame, who again you can find on YouTube under StarryFlame01 or Twitter under the name StarryFlame. And we also had Stormspark, who maybe has a social media link that I can ask her for before I upload this to YouTube. But either way, you can find all of our social media in the description below, alongside the social media for Marivex, who made our theme song, and also Court Awesome, who made our title card. And also, you can find all of the articles that we discussed in the YouTube description as well. Also, if you're listening on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you're feeling generous, do purchase a coffee for me, please, if you're feeling generous. No pressure there, honestly, but if you're feeling generous, that would be highly appreciated. Even like
Coffee.
Even $3 will show me that you care. That will be amazing. And maybe, who knows, later on in the year, if enough people show generosity, I can create a Patreon so that people
so that he can buy himself an Autoblow.
No. Fucking no. Anyway, that's it. I forgot how our outro goes. It has been a hot minute. No, I remember now. It's been a hot minute, okay? I got relaxed in not doing this show, and now we're doing it again. So, as always, my name is Trademark, and good night.
Good night, Gracie.